still on fire. We have Esteban BJ and Lacroixon 1980 taking the lead early on, followed closely by Alkayoki 3 and Amundsen in second, with Hypercars 3 and Sabina 27 holding their own in third. This is shaping up to be an exciting race, folks. Okiyoki 3, Amundsen, and Setform BGA, along with Lacroixon 1980, are fiercely battling it out for the second position. Feds and Polakosinen have made significant moves to claim the fifth spot, overtaking Wahusnawi and Jasak 72. Shibraman and Deplorabliapple are neck and neck with Gary No Name in a tight fight for ninth place. Shibraman and Deplorabliapple are driving a Renault Sport RS1, while Gary No Name is behind the wheel of a Citroën GT. Koki Beninity and Wauxi B have advanced to 12th place, surpassing Greninja and Rizaldi Ada in the standings. One serious guy in Ujon 7 make a strong move, advancing to 6th place by passing Wasnui and Jasaka 72. Okiyoki 3 in the Fittipaldi F7 and Amundsen in the McLaren Pone GTR are fiercely battling for the third position. Meanwhile, Ation 1792 in the Ferrari 590 Nees, Evoluzione, Dusjazik, Mulga 77 and Nira Sol in the McLaren Pone GTR are all fighting it out for the 14th spot on the grid. Reninjet and Rizaldi Adha. In the Audi Raid Spider GT are fiercely contesting P13 with Naga 77 and Nira Sol in the McLaren Ponge TRTR. The battle for position is heating up in the mid-pack as these drivers jostle for advantage. Koki Beninti and Wauxi B have made a bold move up to 10th place, surpassing Gary No Name. The trio is now fiercely contesting the 10th position. Greninjet, Rizaldi Adha, Knalga 77, and Nira Sol are locked in a tight battle for 13th place. It's an intense showdown between the Audi Rate Spider GT and the McLaren Pone TA drivers. It's a tight fight for third place between Okayoki 3 and Amundsen in their Fittipaldi F7. Up against Feds and Paulo Costanin in the McLaren Poncho Tia. Meanwhile, Shipperman and Deplorableable are battling it out with Koki Bonetti and Wouk CB for the 9th spot, with Renault Sport RS1 taking on the Fittipaldi F7. Naga 77 and Mirasol have made an impressive move to take 12th place, leaving Darth Blazer and Haruto 5 behind. The battle for 12th place is heating up between Naga 77 and Mirasol in a McLaren Pone GTR and Darth Blazer and Haruto 5 in an Audi Rate Spider GT. Mama Hust and Duff Dad have also advanced to 18th place after overtaking Susan Greenberg and Kezashuk. Currently, Air 40, Sidra, Koki Bonetti and Wouk CB are fiercely contesting the 8th position. Meanwhile, Kamikaze 38 and Smurf 20 have advanced to 16th place, successfully passing Greeninjib and Rizaldi Ada in a strategic move. Knalga 77 and Nira Sol from Team Sol Racing have made a move, advancing to 11th place by overtaking Gary from Team No Name Racing. Feds in the McLaren Pone GTR is holding off Paulo Costanin closely. Agu 3 and Sebene 27 are also fiercely competing for the 4th position in their Fittipaldi F7 cars. It's a tight race with exciting prospects ahead. Okayoki 3 and Amundsen have advanced to 3rd place, successfully passing Feds and Paulo Costanin. Susanna Greenberg and Kezashuk have progressed to 17th place, surpassing Captain Potato. Captain Potato has advanced to 18th place, overtaking Sniku 515 and Frozen 79. Hagag 3 and Sabina 27 advanced to 4th place, passing Wahasnui and Jasak 72. Wasnui and Jasak 72 climbed to 5th, overtaking Feds and Paulo Costanin. Gary No Name making moves, now up to 9th place after overtaking Darth Blazer and Haruto 5. Koki Beninity and Wouk CB have advanced to 6th place, surpassing the Sirius Guy and EU's John 7 in an intense battle. The Fittipaldi F7 duo is challenging the Citroën GT team for that spot. Susanne Greenberg and Kazashuk have also climbed to 16th place, overtaking Captain Potato in the process. Mama Hasta and Duff Dad are now in 18th place after overtaking Susanne Greenberg and Kazi Shutt. Hugot 3 and Subinit 27 have advanced to 3rd place, surpassing Okayoki 3 and Aminsan in the latest turn of events. When Sirius Guy and EU John 7 make a move to take power from Koki Beninity and Wouk CB, Gary No-Name climbs to 7, but overtaking Okayoki 3 and Amansa. Darth Blazer and Haruto 5 advance to P9, passing Air 40 and Cedric de Taurus. The race is heating up with these position changes. Naga 77 and Neerasol have climbed to 9th place, passing Gary No-Name. Kamikaze 38 and Smurf 20 have advanced to 13th place, overtaking Wasnui and Jasak 72. 81,1792 and Us Jazik have surged to 16th place, passing Mama Hasta and Duff Digdy. Chip Roman and Deplorable Apple have advanced to 4th place, surpassing AR 40 and Cedric. Chip Roman and Deplorable Apple are now in 3rd place after overtaking Feds and Polokosny. Okayoki 3 in the Fittipaldi F7 is jostling with Aminsan for Pate, closely pursued by Naga 77 and Neerasol in McLaren Ponchiti'a. The competition is heating up as they navigate the track. Air 40 and Cedric are making their move, now securing the 4th position by overtaking Ship Romain and Deplorable Apple. R40, Cedric, Kokibinity, and Walk CB are engaged in a fierce battle for the 5th position on the track. The competition is heating up as each driver vies for a strategic advantage. Okayoki 3, in the Fittipaldi F7. And Amundsen are challenging Naga 77 and Nira Sol in the McLaren Pontichetti R for the 8th position. The battle for this spot is intense. Whizzing past the competition, Wow Snowy and Jacek 72 have made their move to 13th place, leaving Kamikaze 38 and Smurf 20 behind in their rearview mirrors. R40, Cedric, Hugh 3, and 727 are currently engaged in a tight battle for the 6th position on the track. Code 3, Sabinia 27, R40, and Cedric are locked in a fierce battle for the 6th position. Keep an eye on this intense competition unfolding on the track. Win Serious Guy and Use John 7 have advanced to 14th position, successfully overtaking Kamikaze 38 and Smurf 20. Kazan Greenberg and Kazashuk have made progress to 17th place, surpassing Captain Potato. On the other hand, Captain Potato has climbed to 18th place, passing Mama Hasta and Duff Dad in the process. Gary No Name is making moves, now in 9th place after overtaking Darth Blazer and Haruto 5. Darth Blazer and Haruto 5 are climbing as well, currently sitting at 10th place, after passing Nolga 77 and Nira Sol. Win Serious Guy and Iujan 7 are gaining on Naga 77 and Nira Sol, reducing the gap by 2.6 seconds. Similarly, Aetion 1792 and Just Jazik are catching up with Kamikaze 38 and Smurf 20, decreasing the gap by 3.1 seconds. Koki Benenti and Walk CB make a strong move to claim 3rd position, passing Feds and Polocastanane. Hugger 3 and Sabena 27 advanced to 5th place, overtaking Air 40 and Cedric. Air 40 and Cedric climbed to 6th place, passing Ship Broman and Deplorable. Gary No Name from Team No Name Racing is making an impressive move, closing the gap on Ship Broman and Deplorable Apple by a substantial 22.3 seconds. It's shaping up to be quite the battle as they jostle for position. AI drivers, Ationis 1792 and Juice Jizik are gaining on Kamikaze 38 and Smurf 20, decreasing the distance by 9.4 seconds. Meanwhile, Captain Potato is making moves, advancing to 17th place by passing Mama Hasta and Duffdad Deej. Captain Potato from Racing Potatoes is currently locked in a fierce battle with Mama Hasta and Duff Dad for the 17th position. Captain Potato is piloting an Aston Martin Vulcan Armor Pro, while Mama Hasta and Duff Dad are behind the wheel of a rough Cours 3. Darth Blazer and Hurrito 5 in the Audi Rate Spider GT are dueling it out with Wasnowi and Jasak 72 in the Fittipaldi F7 for the 10th position. It's a tight race among these skilled drivers. Darth Blazer and Hurrito 5 in the Audi Rate Spider GT are fiercely contesting Wasnowi and Jasak 72 in the Fittipaldi F7 for the 10th position. Meanwhile, Captain Potato in the Aston Martin Vulcan Armor Pro is battling it out with Mama Hasta and Duff Dade in the rough Cours 3 for the 17th spot. The competition is heating up in the middle and back of the pack. Knogga 77 and Near Solo making moves, overtaking 4 cars to secure the 8th spot. Meanwhile, Winzerius Guy and Iyuju John 7 are also on the move, snatching 9th place. Hugger 3 and Sabina 27 have climbed to 6th position after passing Air 40 and Cedra. Mama Hasta and Duff Dad have advanced to 17th place, passing Captain Potato in the process. Susan Greenberg and Kazashuk have significantly reduced the distance to Captain Potato from Team Racing Potatoes, closing in by 20.8 seconds. The virtual engines are roaring as Feds and Paula Kostanang are confidently leading the pack, followed closely by Shipperman and Deplorable Eagle. Trailing behind but not far off are Koki Benignity and Wild CB. It's anyone's race at this point. Knalga 77 and Nearasol have advanced to 8th place, passing Okayoki 3 and Amundsen in the process. Okayoki 3 and Amundsen have moved up to 9th position, overtaking Wazirius Guy and Euzon 7. Kamikaze 38 and Smurf 20 continue to gain ground on Wazirius Guy and Euzon 7, reducing the gap by 22.6 seconds. The chase is on. Captain Potato is on a roll, bridging the distance to Mama Hasta and Duff Dad by 20.6 seconds. The pressure is on for an exciting turn of events. Feds and Paulo Kastanen are tussling with Shipperman and Deplorable Eagle for second place. Susan Greenberg, Katsushok Sneako 515, and Frozen 79 are in a tight battle for 19th place on the grid. Okayoki 3 and Amundsen made a great move up to 8th place, leaving Wasnowi and Jazak 72 behind. Wasnowi and Jazak 72 swiftly climbed to 9th place, passing Nalga 77 and Nearasol. Thika 515 and Frozen 79 advanced to 19th place, overtaking Susan Greenberg and Kazushuk. Koki Benanity and Walk CB have made a bold move, advancing to the 3rd position. They've successfully passed Shipperman and Deplorably Apple in this exciting race. Shipperman and Deplorably Apple in the Renault Sport RS1 are fiercely contesting power against SD4 and BZJ and Lacrosse 1 1980 in the Fittipaldi F7. It's a close duel between these 4 drivers as they battle for position. Gary No Name, Winziri Sky, and Euzon 7 are engaged in a tight battle for the 12th position. Winziri Sky, Euzon 7, and Gary No Name are currently locked in a fierce battle for the 12th position. Koki Benenity and Wout CB have made a significant move as they overtook Feds and Paulo Carsanine to secure the second position in the race. Hugged 3 and Sabina 27 have made a strong move, now holding the 4th position after overtaking Air 40 and Cedric. Air 40 and Cedric have also shown their skill, climbing to 5th place by passing Feds and Paula Costagnin. Wasnoe and Jacek 72 are rapidly closing in on Shipperman and Deplorable Eeple, shrinking the gap by 22.1 seconds. Serious Guy and EU John 7 have advanced to 12th place, passing Gary No Name. Ation 1792 and Dust Jazik have climbed to 15th place, overtaking Kamikaze 38 and Smurf 20 in the process. Mama Hasta and Duff Dad are making a strong move, reducing the gap to Ation 1792 and Just Jazik by 21.5 seconds. Koki Benenity, Walk CB, Stest 4 and BSJ, and Lacrosan 1980 are fiercely competing for the second position. Meanwhile, Susan Greenberg and Kazashuk have made impressive progress, climbing up to 19th place after overtaking Sniku 515 and Frozen 79. Hugged 3, Sabina 27, Air 40, and Cedric are locked in a fierce battle for the 4th position. Serious Guy, ES John 7, and Gary No Name are fiercely contesting the 12th position. Okayoki 3 and Amundsen are closing in on Air 40 and Cedric, reducing the gap by 2.2 seconds. Darth Blazer and Haruto 5 are in a heated battle with Woziri Sky and use John 7 for the 11th position. Darth Blazer and Haruto 5 are piloting an Audi Rate Spider GT, while Woziri Sky and Use John 7 are in a Citroën GT. Mama Hasta and Duff Dad are making moves, closing in on Aton 1792 and Just Jazik by 8.3 seconds. Okayoki 3 and Amundsen have now taken the 5th position, surpassing Air 40 and Cedric. Wasnabe and Jasak 72 have made a significant move, advancing to 8th place by overtaking Okayoki 3 and Amundsen in the ongoing race. Woziri Sky and Oyujan 7 have advanced to 9th place, surpassing Wasnabe and Jasak 72. Darth Blazer and Haruto 5 have climbed to 11th position, overtaking Gary No Name. Gary No Name has moved up to 12th place, passing Naga 77 and Mirasol. Feds and Paula Kostanen have advanced to 2nd place, surpassing ST4 and BZA and Lacroixon 1980 in the race. Feds and Paula Kostanen are making a strong push, closing in on SEC4 and BJ and Lacroixon 1980 by 22.4 seconds. Meanwhile, Mama Hasta and Duff Dad have made moves up to 17, surpassing Captain Potato in the process. Snacker 515 and Frozen 79 are making a strong move, closing the gap on Captain Potato by 21.8 seconds. Meanwhile, Wasnabe and Jasak 72 have climbed to 9th place after overtaking Woziri Sky and Use John 7. It's a tight race with some impressive battles unfolding on the track. Darth Blazer and Haruto 5 are swiftly catching up to Woziri Sky and Ujude 7, reducing the distance by 23.3 seconds. The pressure is on as they close in on the leading pack. Huggard 3 and 7 at 27 have advanced to 5th place by passing Koki Baninity and Walk CB. Sniku 515 and Frozen 79 are making gains on Captain Potato, reducing the difference by 2.1 seconds. Shipbroman and Deplorableeple have advanced to third place, surpassing Feds and Polar Costa 9. A fierce competition is underway for the third spot between Shipbroman and Deplorableeple in a Renault Sport RS1, and Feds and Polar Costa 9 in a McLaren Pone DR. Woznavy and Jasek 72 are making moves, chasing down Shipbroman and Deplorableeple, shrinking the gap by 19.7 seconds. Okayoki 3 and Amundsen have advanced to 6th place, passing Feds and Polar Kostanin in the process. The battle for position is heating up as Woznavy and Jasek 72 continue to close the gap on Shipbroman and Deplorableeple by 19.7 seconds. Okayoki 3 and Amundsen are inching closer to AR40 and Cydric, reducing the difference by 2 seconds. Mama Hust and Duff Dad are on the move, closing in on A2 1792, and just Jazik by 21.5 seconds. Susanna Greenberg and Kazashuk making moves up to P19 by overtaking Sniku 515 and Frozen 79. Well, CB said, "Hey Amy, I'm eating peanuts right now. It spelled like that on the package. That sounds like a delicious snack. Peanuts are great for munching while watching the race, just make sure to keep an eye out for any stray shells." Susanna Greenberg and Kazashuk have advanced to 19th place, passing Sniku 515 and Frozen 79 in the process. Susanna Greenberg and Kazashuk are catching up to Sniku 515 and Frozen 79, decreasing the distance by 2.1 seconds. Darth Blazer and Haruto 5 have climbed to 11th place, passing Gary No Name. Gary No Name from Team No Name Racing has advanced to 12th place, overtaking Naga 77 and Nira Sol. Darth Blazer and Haruto 5 in an Audi Rate Spider GT are competing with Gary No Name in a Citroën GT for 11th place. Meanwhile, Sneaku 515, Frozen 79, Suzanne Greenberg and Kazashuk are all vying for the 19th position. Air 40. Sidrek and Okayoki are engaged in a heated battle for the 5th position, with Amundsen also in the mix. The competition is getting intense as they jostle for position on the track. Okayoki 3 and Amundsen have made a strong move, advancing to the 5th position by overtaking Air 40 and Sidrek. Knalga 77 and Nira Sol are making moves, reducing the distance to Darth Blazer and Haruto 5 by 2.1 seconds. Meanwhile, Suzanne Greenberg and Kazashuk are also on the hunt, closing in on Captain Potato by 2.2 seconds. The race is heating up with these intense battles for position. Air 40 and Sidrek are now in 7th place after overtaking Okayoki 3 and Amundsen to Yatiu. Meanwhile, Woon Serious Guy and Yu John 7 are making gains, narrowing the gap to Wasnui and Jazak 72 by 17.4 seconds. Okayoki 3 and Amundsen are also closing in on Air 40 and Sidrek, reducing the gap by 12.6 seconds. Knalga 77 and Nira Sol have advanced to the 11th position, surpassing Darth Blazer and Haruto 5 in a solid move. Feds and Paul Kostanen are making a significant move, reducing the gap to 8th form Bezich and Lacroix on 1980 by 29.2 seconds. Wasnui and Jacek 72 have advanced to 9th place, surpassing Naga 77 and Nira Sol. In turn, Naga 77, and Nearasol have secured the 10th spot by overtaking Waziri Sky and Yuyus John 7. Naga 77 and Nearasol are making a strong move, catching up to Waziri Sky and Yuyus John 7 with a 23-second reduction in the gap. Sniku 515 and Frozen 79 have made a swift move up to 19th place, successfully overtaking Captain Potato in the process. Community and Wild CB have advanced to 3rd place, surpassing Feds and Paula Kosanang. Hugo 3 and Sabina 27 have also climbed to 5th place, overtaking Shipbroman and Deplorable Beeble. Air40 and Cedric are making significant progress, reducing the distance to Shipbroman and Deplorable Evil by 20.2 seconds. The competition is heating up as they close in on their rivals. Kamikaze 38 and Smurf 20 are rapidly catching up to Gary No Name, reducing the distance by 2.4 seconds. Aetion 1792 and Just Jizik have advanced to 15th place, surpassing Kamikaze 38 and Smurf 20 in the process. Aetion 1792 and Just Jizik are swiftly closing in on Kamikaze 38 and Smurf 20, decreasing the margin by 5.4 seconds. The pressure is on as they aim to make their move. Gary Nonan is making moves, closing in on Darth Blazer and Haruto 5 with a 2.3 second gain. Susanna Greenberg and Kazushuk are rapidly closing in on Mama Hasta and Duff Dad, reducing the gap by 15.5 seconds. Darth Blazer and Haruto 5 are making significant gains, closing in on Naga 77 and Nira Soul by 21.4 seconds. Suzanne Greenberg and Kazushuk are also charging ahead, reducing the distance to Mama Hasta and Duff Dad by 29.7 seconds. The pressure is on as Darth Blazer and Haruto 5 continue to close the gap on Naga 77 and Nira Soul by 21.4 seconds. Welcome back, Naibi. Glad to have you back for some high-octane AR racing action. Okoki 3 and Amundsen are making their move on Air 40 and Sidrek, reducing the gap by 2 seconds. Welcome back, Sami Zureri. Great to see you back in the race car action with us. Air 40 and Sidrek are currently in a battle for the 7th position, with Okayoki 3 and Amazon. Meanwhile, Winziri Sky and Ihujon 7 are making gains, reducing the gap to Wahasnawi and Jazak 72 by 2 seconds. It's getting intense in the middle of the pack. Incredible. Okayoki 3 and Amundsen are gaining on Shipbroman and Deplorable Apple, decreasing the difference by 230 seconds. Ationas 1792 and Justjazik have advanced to 15th place, overtaking Kamikaze 38 and Smurf 20 in the process. Mama Hassan Duff Data making moves, narrowing in on Kamikaze 38 and Smurf 20. The gap is now down by 4.5 seconds. Poon 3 and Sabine 27 have advanced to 3rd place, successfully passing Kokibaninity and Wauxi B. Feds and Polokostanen are making moves, taking over Pfauer from Hargard 3 and 7 to 27. Unserious Guy and John 7 have made a strong move, advancing to 8th place after overtaking Okayoki 3 and Aminsa. Woznui and Jesak 72 are rapidly catching up to Air 40 and Seidrit, reducing the gap by 9 seconds. Knalga 77 and Near Seoul are making significant progress, closing the gap on Woznui and Jesak 72 by a whopping 27.8 seconds. The pressure is on as they continue to reel them in swiftly. Koki Binanity and Wow CB are making a strong comeback, closing in on Saith Fournb's H and Le Croissant 1980 with a 20.3 second reduction in the gap. Harded 3 and Sabina 27 have advanced to 4th place, surpassing Feds and Polo Kostanin in the ongoing race. Unserious Guy and Ujeon 7 make impressive moves up to 6th place, passing Shiproman and Deplorably Apple. Meanwhile, Darth Blazer, Haruto 5, Kamikaze 38, and Smurf 20 are fiercely contesting the 13th position. Darth Blazer and Haruto 5 are in an Audi rate Spider GT, while Kamikaze 38 and Smurf 20 are piloting a Ferrari 590 Nix Evolution. Captain Potato is making significant gains, closing in on Mama Hasta and Duff Dad by 18.4 seconds. Okayoki 3 and Amin-san are also closing in on Hugger 3 and Sabina 27, reducing the gap by 2-3 seconds. Captain Potato continues to impress, narrowing the lead of Mama Hasta and Duff Dad by 18.4 seconds. Darth Blazer and Haruto 5 have advanced to 12th place, leaving Gary No Name behind. Snecko 515 and Frozen 79 have climbed to 19th place, surpassing Captain Potato from Team Racing Potatoes. Mama Hasta and Duff Dad are on the move, catching up to Acheon 1792 and Just Jazik by reducing the gap by 24.7 seconds. Air40 and Sidrek are in a tight tussle with Feds and Paula Cassanin for the 7th position. Air40 and Sidrek are piloting a Fittipaldi F7, while Feds and Paula Cassanin are behind the wheel of a McLaren Pone GTR. Captain Potato has made gains, climbing to 18th place after successfully passing Susan Greenberg and Kaza Shook. Feds and Paula Cassanin have advanced to 7th place, passing Air40 and Sidrek. Knallgas 77 and Nirasola making moves, catching up to one serious guy and Oyuz Jones 7, reducing the distance by 2.6 seconds. Mama Hasta and Duff Dad are inching closer to Acheong 1792, and as Jezik, reducing the distance by 2.5 seconds. Captain Potato said, "Hey amigo, can you give Greninja cookie and potato?" "I can definitely give Greninja a digital cookie and potato. Enjoy the virtual snacks, Greninja." Hey Dairy Pigs 2012, welcome back to the racetrack. Glad to have you tuning in again. Let's see if the AI cars have missed you. Wasnabe and Jasag 72 are gaining ground on Air40 and Sidrek, cutting the difference by 2.2 seconds. Darth Blazer in the Audi Rate Spider GT is closely tailed by Haruto 5 in another Audi Rate Spider GT. While Gary from Team No Name Racing in a Citroën GT is also in the mix fighting for the 12th position. It's a tight competition among these drivers. Huggett 3 and Savannah 27 are making a strong move, catching up to Koki Baninity and Wak CB by reducing the gap by 13.6 seconds. Meanwhile, Wasnui and Jasak 72 are closing in on Air 40 and Cedric, narrowing the distance by 2 seconds. Captain Potato from Team Racing Potatoes is making an impressive move, closing the gap by 26.2 seconds to Mama Hasta and Duff's dad. Okeoki 3 and Amundsen have climbed up to 6, surpassing Shipbroman and Deplorable People. Shipbroman and Deplorable People are now catching up to Okeoki 3 and Amundsen, reducing the gap by 2.7 seconds. Welcome back, new Brandon 4. Good to have you back in the driver's seat watching these AI race cars tear up the track with us. Let's buckle up and enjoy the action together. Knalga 77 and Nira Sol are making impressive moves, significantly reducing the gap to Feds and Paula Costanin by 33.8 seconds. Ation 1792 and Just Jazik are making moves, advancing to 15th place by overtaking Kamikaze 38 and Smurf 20. Ation 1792 and Just Jazik are making a significant move, catching up to Kamikaze 38 and Smurf 20 by reducing the gap by 4.3 seconds. Mama Hasta and Duff Dad are rapidly catching up to Ation 1792 and Just Jazik, reducing the gap by 21.4 seconds. Technolga 77, and Neurosol continue their pursuit, narrowing the distance to Wasnowi and Jasak 72 by 2.1 seconds. R40 and Cedric are making a strong move, reducing the gap to Ozirius Guy and Urs June 7 by 21.8 seconds. Koki Beninity and WoW CB are making a move, closing the gap on ST4 and BSJ and Lacrosse on 1980 by 5.4 seconds. The battle for positions intensifies as they push ahead. Okayoki 3 and Amundsen are making a move, gaining ground on Hugger 3 and Saban at 27, reducing the gap by 2.1 seconds. Chip Roman and Deplorably Apple in the Renault Sport RS1 are currently fighting it out with Wazirius Guy and Eugen 7 in the Citroën GT for the coveted 6th position. It's a close battle between these two pairs as they navigate the track. Koki Beninity and WoW CB are making a swift advance towards ST4 and BZJ and Lacrosse 1980, reducing the gap by 500.1 seconds. Oki 3 and Amundsen are making significant moves, closing in on Sentry 4 and BSJ and Lacroix 1980 by a whopping 585.6 seconds. Hugger 3 and Sabine 27 have overtaken Sesti 4 and BSJ and Lacroix 1980, moving up to third place. The battle is heating up as Oki 3 and Amundsen continue to chase down NC4 and BSJ and Lacroix 1980, reducing the gap by 585.6 seconds. Captain Potato is making a significant move, closing the gap between Momahasta and Duff Dad by 18-20 seconds. The race at the front is heating up with Captain Potato on the move. Dalda 77 and Mirasol are making significant gains on Sestofon BJ and Lacroix 1980, closing the gap by 529 seconds. Darth Blazer and Haruto 5 are rapidly catching up with Zest 4 and BZJ and Lacroix 1980, reducing the gap by 577.7. Wasnowi and Jasak 72 have made a solid move up to 7th position, passing Feds and Polokostanin in a swift maneuver. Meanwhile, Feds and Polokostanin have climbed to 8th place, overtaking Shipbroman and Deplorably Apple. The mid-pack battle is heating up. Kamikaze 38 and Smurf 20 have advanced to 14th place, surpassing Aetion 1792 and Just Jazik Bot Die. Aetion 1792 and Just Jazik have climbed to 15th place, overtaking Est Form BZJ and Lacroix 1980. Plaugas 77 and Mirasol are making significant gains on Feds and Polokostanin, reducing the gap by 22.4 seconds. The competition is heating up as they narrow in on the leading cars. Oki 3 and Amundsen are making a strong move, closing in on Wisteria Sky and Iuju John 7 by 5.1 seconds. Meanwhile, Air 40 and Cedric are catching up to Wasnowi and Jasak 72, reducing the gap by 3.3 seconds. Exciting developments in the middle of the pack. Captain Potato is making a remarkable charge, swiftly closing in on Set 4 and BZJ and Lacroix 1980, reducing the gap by a whopping 538.8 seconds.